Just how good was Jackson State during the 2024 season? As they've got two staffers that have been picked up, one by an FBS program and the other by the NFL. Let's talk about it and how they could even be better in 2025. Let's talk about it right after the bumper. Whew. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYjr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and notification bell because I upload all the time. Now, Jackson State, obviously, they were the 2024 Celebration Bowl champions. They were able to get the job done. Just dominant performance over South Carolina State. You've heard me talk about that game, recap that game. But since then, the Tigers have faced, I'm not going to say adversity, but when you do great, people want to be a part of that. When you do great and you do great things, people want to take a piece of that and help their team, help their product. And that has been the case of they're victim of their own success of their Jackson State. And that has been the case when they've lost not one, but two staffers, one to the NFL and the other to Western Kentucky. Two defensive staffers, one on the defensive line, I believe, and the other as far as working with the secondary and coaches, Coach Chris Guap, Chris Orr. Chris Orr is headed to Kansas City. He's going to be a part of the chief staff moving forward. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Chris Orr, who was the brother of the defense coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens, is Zach Orr. He will be expected to hire Jackson State linebackers coach Chris Orr. The player Orr was all Big Ten linebacker, team captain at Wisconsin, posted 78 tackles and 11 and a half sacks in 2019. This was a star in the making, and Jackson State got him on the up and up, which of course helped them win a Celebration Bowl, helped their defenses be one of the better defenses in all of FCS football. And they probably knew they wouldn't be able to keep this young man for very long. I mean, look, it was just in 2019 when he was balling out of control for in an all Big Ten player, probably had NFL dreams, cut short, whatever the case may be, but hopped right into coaching and helped JSU win a national championship. And so they lose Chris Orr to the Kansas City Chiefs. He's going to go help them. And he probably wanted to be in the NFL, help them do what they needed to do. And then he wasn't the only one. Coach James, the D-line coach. He was the D-line coach for Jackson State. Now he's the D-line coach for my alma mater, Western Kentucky University. And that is the case. That's what happens. But that's what happens when you are a victim of your own success. That's what happens when you hire an elite coaching staff. That's what happens when you have a coach like Coach TC Taylor leading the charge and going out there getting the best case scenario for coaches, right? Setting your success, setting your team up for success, no matter what the case may be. You're not getting these guys that have no aspirations to be head coaches, to coach in the NFL, to coach wherever the case may be. You're hiring guys with knowing you may not have them for a very long time because these guys are stars in the making. You're hiring guys knowing that you may have to replace them in a year. These two guys are only there for a year. In a year, in 2 years, whatever the case may be. But you know what that says? That says that you are hiring guys who are the best. So when you hire the best, someone is going to try to come get the best, right? You hire the best and not just hire the best. You hire the best and get the best case scenario. The best case scenario for Chris Orr and for Coach James at Jackson State was to win a national championship. And guess what they were able to help Coach TC Taylor do? Win a national championship. And so when you hire the best and you get the best case scenario, then this is what's going to happen. You're the victim of your own success. But you know what? TC Taylor has already shown the ability that, hey, I know how to do this. I know how to hire the right guys. Even when I hire the wrong guys, I quickly pivot and get the right guys. Well, you know what I mean? Not necessarily. Let me take that back. Let me not even say when I hire the wrong guys, because I wouldn't say the two coordinators he had Coach TC's first year were the wrong guys. They just might have been the wrong fit. It didn't work. They went 7-4. It just didn't work. And so those guys move on, take other jobs elsewhere. You replace them with young up-and-coming guys that don't have these long resumes in all the cases, guys that haven't been coaching for a very, very long time. We just showed you Chris Orr. He was a player in 2019. That was just 6 years ago. He was a player in college, meaning so he went through his trials and tribulations of trying to make an NFL roster. And that, when that didn't work out, now he's in coaching and he's already with the Kansas City Chiefs. But You see the value in hiring a guy that was an all Big Ten linebacker with 11 and a half sacks his last year in college. You see getting a guy like a Javante Jones, who was a JSU alum and was coaching in high school. You see the upside to doing these type of things, knowing that you may not have these guys for forever. Kelly Hunter, Coach James came from Florida. He was an analyst at Florida. This was his first, if I'm not mistaken, this was his first job as a position coach, but he was a defensive lineman who played high-level Power 5 Division I football, was an analyst at Florida, gets a job as the D-line coach at Jackson State, helps Jackson State win a national championship, and as the D-line coach, once again at my alma mater, get a pay raise, advance his career, et cetera, et cetera. But that is called having the right guy at the top, and the right guy being TC Taylor. You're a victim of your success, but it's beautiful to see because now, because of TC's track record, you have it sucks. When your staff doesn't have continuity, it sucks, right? Especially after having a successful season that led you to a SWAC championship and a national championship, the Celebration Bowl, that is. But so it sucks when you're not able to have guys for 2 and 3 years or whatever the case may be. But TC Taylor has shown the ability to pivot and get the right guys in position, to get the right guys to fill those roles. He's shown it. He's shown that he will take a risk on a young, up-and-coming coach, on a coach who doesn't have the most experience, on a coach who still may just be an analyst and not a position coach yet, on a coach who who's played in some cases or has the wherewithal to be the next up-and-coming whatever the case may be, but just hasn't gotten the opportunity. Gives them that opportunity, and you see he reaps the rewards. He reaps the rewards. So I have losing coaches, especially after winning a national championship, sucks. But I have no doubt in my mind that Coach TC Taylor will be able to find the proper replacements that will be able to get them the proper results that they want, because he's already done it once at position coach, at coordinator spots, not just at position coaches, whether it's D-line coaches or linebackers coaches. And so this was interesting to see that Coach TC Taylor really had a superstar staff last season at Jackson State, and the whole entire country, the football world at large, has taken notice, so much so that they want a piece of that in their organization, whether it's the Kansas City Chiefs or the WKU Hilltoppers. And that's pretty cool. That is kudos to TC Taylor by identifying talent that is not just players, but coaching talent. Identifying coaching talent, having them come in, getting the most out of them, which then gets the most out of your players, and then seeing that these guys were able to advance their careers in other places. This is pretty cool, man. This is really cool, and kudos once again to Coach TC Taylor. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Coach TC Taylor losing 2 defensive staffers, but I have no doubt in my mind that he will be able to replace those guys with guys who will be able to get the job done. My name is JeffLightsy Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload all the time. Hit that like button. Also, share this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I always love when you guys fill up the comments, beat the comments up down below. Thank you, guys. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. My Instagram has been hacked, so I don't have an Instagram right now. Hopefully, we're working to get that back, but it's been hacked. I do not have an IG, so you can follow me on Twitter for all your updates at JLightsy7. That is at JLightsy7. Thank you, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Peace.